Okay, 10 seconds. TC 526, Volume 24, Kailash Chandra. Start. Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, the railways has been a very big undertaking in the artery of our country. This is managed by nearly 20 lakh people. Except bringing food grains and pulses under the purview of standard freight, it is good that the Minister for Railways has not increased the freight charges and passenger fares for the coming year. It is really a welcome measure, and I must congratulate him for giving a year of rest for stabilizing the rates which have been revised last year. Sir, for the efficient management of any institution, of any public undertaking, the foremost thing is the security of service and the contentment of the working men. I am sure most of the members would also share my view on this. Therefore, sir, there should be a good relationship between the working railwaymen and the government. To achieve that end, I, on this occasion, request all the trade union leaders to unite themselves to make one union so that they may have good contact and coordination with the government. They should also see that their representatives who are known for honesty and integrity are associated with the railway board so that the matter which crop up are settled amicably. Sir, this is a public undertaking which is mainly meant to serve the people and earn revenues. When we want to serve the people, we should give them a satisfactory service. Then alone we will be able to attract more passengers to travel in our trains and more people to transport their goods in our railways. So many members in the lower house and here also have spoken about unpunctuality of trains and also cancellation of trains for want of diesel. Sometimes on account of natural calamities also the trains have been cancelled. Therefore, there have been losses to the public travelling in the trains and also goods during transportation have been spoiled. So, sir, when we want to give a satisfactory service, punctuality and good relationship with the travelling public by the railwaymen is necessary. I see, sir, during the past period, there were several reasons for the unrest of the working men, and those have dragged on, and it has put the railways to a great loss. Still, I am told that about 10,000 people have not been reinstated, particularly the lower class people. And out of these, there are 1,000 scheduled caste persons who have not been reinstated. They may be temporary working men on casual laborers, yet they were working there. So they should be given a chance once again to serve the railways. Sir, the compensation on account of loss of property by theft and pilferage has gone up to nearly rupees 13 crores. The income from passengers and also goods transport has gone down. It has gone down because of the strike. Strikes have to be discouraged. This year, they expect a little improvement in these things. Diesel has become one of the bottlenecks for the efficient running of the railways. For that also, I think the minister will try to see that there is a better relationship between his department and the Department of Petroleum and see that the required quantity of diesel is allotted to the railways. Sir, I was telling about the compensation that the railways have to pay to the people for thefts and for pilferages in the railways. Nearly 58,000 railway police force people are working and about rupees 12 crores are being spent on them. Sir, I am told that sometimes these railway police force people in connivance with the gundas have allowed these things to go on. One of the ministers who held this portfolio has made this allegation in the lower house. If that is true, then I feel the safety and the security of the passengers and their goods is not in safe hands. Therefore, I suggest that there should be frequent changes in the RPF personnel and they could be shifted from railways to border security forces. The same men should not continue for more than 3 years in the railways. If that is done, sir, I think we could expect some change in their attitude in protecting the property of the railways and protecting the goods that are transported by the railways. I feel, sir, that even alarm chain pullings on the railways have gone up to nearly 280,000 in number, and if the railway traffic people are vigilant, they can reduce it. I have also noticed cases of ticketless travel in the railways and the ticket collectors or the guards do not take notice of it. Sometimes persons who regularly travel by train on short distances do not purchase tickets in spite of the fact that they are able to get concessional tickets. Even seasonal tickets are not renewed and the commuters travel on the trains with the expired seasonal tickets and the railway staff also allow them as a matter of routine.